These palm trees, they sway me. Each night and each day I'm kind of on a dreaming about you. Oh yeah, got this world-class view, but it's you that I think about every time when my mind's on it. And it's you that I think about every time when I get alone. And it's you that I call on my FaceTime.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but I feel like it's just like a super glowy, bronzy makeup look. It's like a smoky eye, but it's really subtle and super wearable. I do really enjoy how this looks, and I have worn it a few times to work, and people have always complimented my makeup that day. I really love warm tones on my skin tone, so this is something that I really enjoy doing, and I feel like it complements any skin tone really. I used my Morphe 350 palette to create this look. That's the only thing I use for my eyes, and I love it. It's super blendable, super easy to work with, and you only need that one palette to create this whole entire makeup look, which is great. You don't have to keep reaching for stuff, and it's great to travel with. But I do show you two lip options in this video. I show you this kind of orangey red lip, and then I also show you a nude lip. This is Indie Flick by NYX. This is their matte collection, and I really do enjoy the formula, and I feel like they're super easy to wear. They're super comfortable, and they don't dry out your lips, and they last a really long time. The only problem is they're not transfer proof, so if you're like kissing on your boyfriend, he's definitely gonna get it on him, but it's not too terrible. These are like $6, and I feel like for the price you really can't go wrong for how good the formula is, how much color payoff you get, and just how comfortable they are even though they're matte. So, I need to breathe. And then I also showed you a nude lip, and that's also by NYX. I did not plan that actually. It's a matte lip cream, and I think it's an Abu Dhabi. I love this makeup look, and I hope you guys do too. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to share this with someone who you think might need it or enjoy it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hello again. So before we get started, I'm going to pin my hair out of my face and take a little sip of my coffee. And then we're gonna start off with moisturizer. I'm going to use this Nivea for Men Shave Balm or Aftershave Balm. It is made for sensitive skin, and the main ingredient is glycerin, so it's going to help your foundation last all day, and I feel like it really smooths out my skin as well. Then I'm gonna apply my Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I'm going to apply this on my trouble areas, mainly my cheeks and my nose, and I really feel like this primer and this Nivea for Men is such a good combo for me. And we're gonna prep our lips with chapstick because we are gonna use a matte lipstick later. Then I'm gonna move on to my foundation. I'm gonna dot this all over my face, concentrating it where I need the most coverage, and then I'm going to push it in with my damp Beauty Blender sponge. This is the way that I always apply this foundation. I feel like it gives me such a beautiful finish, and I love it, and making sure to pounce that product into my skin, not rub it. Then I'm going to use my Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I'm just going to dot it underneath my eyes in a triangle motion, and then I'm going to blend it out with my damp beauty sponge as well, making sure to pounce the product into my skin, not rub, for the most coverage. And then I'm going to use my NYX HD Concealer in the color Medium. This is a color that's a little bit more peachy, and it helps to disguise my dark circles a little more. So I'm just going to apply that directly in that area. And then I'm going to re-dampen my beauty sponge. This is just water that I have in my setting spray bottle. So I'm just going to respray my beauty blender. And I'm going to use my Airspun Loose Powder, and I'm going to just dip my beauty blender right into that and set my underneath eye area. And I'm also going to use this to bake where I usually highlight my face, so down the bridge of my nose, above my cupid's bow, my chin, and the center of my forehead. This is just going to really help lock in the product, and I have really oily skin, so this helps my oil control itself a little more. So now while that sets, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to link my eyebrow tutorial right here for you guys. And I'm going to set the rest of my skin using my Infallible compact powder and a big powder brush. And then with this same powder, I'm going to just dust off my baking powder just to make sure that there's no extra powder just sitting on my skin. Now I'm going to mix these two shades from my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette that looks super used up, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to apply this where I usually highlight, just to give that area a little bit more lightness. And then I'm going to use this cooler tone from that palette as well, and I'm just going to contour the sides of my nose a little bit. And now I'm going to bronze up my skin using my NYC bronzer in the color Sunny. And this is a Morphe brush. I'm just going to apply this underneath my cheekbones, on my temples, and I'm also going to apply this in my jawline. I have not been contouring this summer because I feel like it gives you more of a natural look. And then I'm going to blend out that bronzer on my cheeks with that tulip shaped brush. Now I'm going to use this Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Champagne Glow collection palette, and I'm going to use Prosecco Pop first and then Champagne Pop. This is Prosecco Pop. I wanted to show you the difference, and that's Champagne Pop. So Prosecco Pop is a little bit more yellow toned. It's definitely more fit for people that are a little bit tanner, but I love layering them because I feel like I'm right in between. So first I'm going to apply Prosecco Pop right to the tops of my cheekbones and above my eyebrows and connect it to my cheek like so, down the bridge of my nose and above my cupid's bow. And then I'm going to flip my brush over and use Champagne Pop right on top of that. So I love Champagne Pop. It is gorgeous, but Prosecco Pop is just delicious. It's such a beautiful color. Then I'm going to use Amaretto, which is the blush in the center of the palette. I'm going to apply that, you know, how you apply blush. Making sure that I'm really blending so there's no harsh lines. And I love this color. It's gorgeous. My favorite blush from the palette. I use it every day. So this is what our face looks like so far. A really glowy look. I love it. And then I'm going to set my eyebrows with some clear mascara. And then we're going to move on to our eyes. So I'm using my Morphe 350 palette, which I love, hence the face. So first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids using the Naked Skin concealer. I'm just going to dot this on my eyelids and blend it out with my finger, and then I'm going to set it with a skin tone kind of color, at least for me, from the palette. Just going to make sure I'm setting all of that concealer so my eyeshadow glides on perfectly. So then I'm going to start off with that peachy kind of orangey color from the palette, and this is an E35 from Sigma. I'm just going to start applying this into the crease of my eye. This is going to be our transition shade. So this clip I left in real time, meaning I didn't speed it up because I really wanted you to see what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of doing windshield wiper motions right across my crease, and then I'm also doing kind of circular motions, as you can see me doing here. Just making sure that I'm really laying this color down properly, blending it out super good, because I feel like this is the most important part of any eye look, a good transition shade. So then I'm going to go in with this color right next to the first one. This is more of a bronzy brownish shade, has a little bit of shimmer to it, and I'm going to do the same exact thing, just apply it in my crease, making sure I am really blending it using windshield wiper motions and circular motions, and I did speed it up because you already know the process. So then I'm just really blending that color in, making sure that they look nice and blended, and then using a clean E40 with no added product on it, I'm going to just blend out the edges of those colors to make sure there are no harsh lines. Then we're going to move on to a smaller brush. This is an E25 from Sigma. It's a little bit denser, and we're going to use that brown reddish color from the bottom of the palette, and I'm going to pack this color on the outers and inner corners of my eyes and directly in my crease. We're going to make sure that we're not bringing this color up any higher than our crease because this color is darker. We don't want this to look super intense. So I'm just applying this color and really blending it out, and I'm building it up to the intensity that I want it to look, that I want it to be. So I'm just packing it on, as you see here, and then I'm blending it out right across my crease, and I'm also going to concentrate this in the inner corners of my eye. I love this color. I feel like it's just such a summery, just gorgeous shade, and this color is a dupe for MAC's Brown Script, and Makeup Geek makes something called Cocoa Bear that is also really similar. So this is what our eye looks like so far. I'm going to go in with that clean E40 again to blend out the edges, make sure there's no harsh lines, everything looks nice and blended. And then I'm going to use this bottom shade in that palette, and this is a coppery, fiery color. I love this eyeshadow, so I'm just going to pack this right in the middle of my lid. And I love these colors, but the only problem is that they do have some fallout. All the shiny shades from the palette kind of have that problem, but as you can see, I just kind of brush it off and it's not that big a deal. But I feel like they're best used with your fingertips, honestly. So right here, I'm just adding a little bit more of that brown reddish shade, and I'm just using my finger like I told you. Look at how much color payoff you get with your finger. I really do think it's better. And then I'm just blending again with my E35 and E40. Then I'm using the lightest color in the palette to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners just a little bit. And then I'm going to use my E40 to blend between my highlight and my transition shades so there's no harsh lines. So this is what our eyes look like so far. Now I'm going to use this pencil brush and that brownish bronzy shade, and I'm going to apply it all over my bottom lash line just to really start smoking out that bottom lash line. And I'm going to kind of connect it to my lid color like so, just to make sure everything looks nice and blown out. Then I'm going to use the brown reddish shade and this flat definer brush, and I'm going to concentrate the color right into my lash line, making sure I'm packing it on, and I get the most color payoff from this color. I want this color to be kind of more intense right in my lash line. And then I'm going to go in with the peachy orangey color and that pencil brush again, just to kind of blend out everything and make sure that it's nice and smoky and it doesn't look like there's just a line of shadow on our bottom lash line. And this is what our eyes look like so far. And then I went in with my E25 again, just to make sure that my bottom lash line looked nice and smoky right there in the outer corners. So I didn't use any more product, I just used whatever was left on the brush. Then I'm going to use this old looking lash curler to curl my lashes and my Tarte's mascara. Then I'm going to use my voluminous carbon black, and then I'm going to apply my L'Oreal telescopic. I know this is a lot of mascara, but when I don't use falsies, I go for this. Lots of different mascaras for different effects. I love the look. Then our first lip option is going to be this Milani liner in the lip liner in the color Spice, and this matte lip cream by NYX in the color Abu Dhabi. I love this combo. It is super effortless, and I just love it. It looks gorgeous. And this lip is really wearable. You can wear it during the daytime and it doesn't look too overpowering. So this is what it looks like with the nude lip. And now we're going to move on to the darker lips. So first I'm going to use the NYX lip liner in the color Red Hot. I'm going to line my lips with that, and then I'm going to use the matte lipstick in the shade Indie Flick. I love this formula, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. It is just amazing, and this color for summer is just perfection. So that's the look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!
That I call on my FaceTime when I need something real. Oh, yeah. I work the night shift till late in the PM. I'm California dreaming.